Hey everybody, Boy Wonder 66 here, and back in back when the new 52 was first, you know, doing its thing, I had seen, you know, I had seen like scans and stuff of, the new 52 Batman stories, and was intrigued and was intrigued and entranced by what I was seeing transpire. And at the time, I wasn't able to, acquire any of the single issues of the Court of Owls storyline, which I had become entranced by, and I was intrigued by what I was seeing. And recently, a friend of mine bought this for me. It's the Volume 1 Court of Owls graphic novel. And I spent the better part of summer last month and the first half of this month reading this story. Back when I had first seen the Court of Owls stuff online, I was attracted to Lincoln March, who may or may not be Bruce's in this universe. He is his younger brother. I just became endeared to him. Hopefully on my next trip to my local comic book shop, hopefully I'll be able to find, single issues of the City of the Owls storyline, or hopefully I'll be able to find Volume 2 of this, because I definitely want to get both of these and have both of them. I was just very, very entranced by the whole situation, and it is such a good story. I had become so enamored with it that I, I brought Thomas Jr. into my Batman 66 fix. But in those stories that I wrote, I made Thomas Bruce's older brother instead of his younger brother in those. But I just remember, saying to myself, when I get the chance, I'll try and find as many of the Court of Owl comics that I could find. That is something I am still trying to do. Hopefully during my next trip to the comic shop, I'm able to find more court related stories. Thomas Jr. is a very interesting character. I don't know if there are any plans to bring him back. I know in a recent story, they're kind of alluding to Thomas quite possibly being in the story that they're doing. We'll get more information on that as it develops and as it comes out. I'm not sure necessarily. I don't really know. I'm just kind of wishing and hoping at this point. But I say that whatever we can get, I will be happy with. I definitely have over these past couple of years become a huge Owlman fan. He's a character, I think, second to Bruce, Batman himself. He's definitely a character that I have grown to love and have definitely become a fan of. Should DC choose to, in the future, bring him into more stories, I'm all for it. I would like to see Bruce interact with his brother more. Quiet as it's kept, I'd like to see him interact with his cousin Kate more. Because however small glimpses of their relationship that we get, I enjoy those very much and would like to see more of them. But as far as this is concerned, I enjoyed every turn of the page of this book. Definitely going to read it again. I'm currently reading a Superman book right now. But when I get finished with that book, I'm definitely gonna flip through this again. Um, there were some things that I personally liked about the New 52. This story was definitely one of those things that I enjoyed about the New 52. And hope to see more of it in the future. Would love to see it get adapted on the big screen in some form or some kind. I've been over on my socials advocating for perhaps maybe Robert Pattinson's Batman, delving into the Court of Owls storyline. I myself personally would like to see Jensen Ackles portray Thomas Jr. as Owlman. I think that would be pretty cool to see. And Jensen definitely has the range to do so. He's done other films in the past. He's currently playing Soldier Boy in the Boys universe, and I just think that he would do Thomas Jr. justice, but that's just my personal opinion. But yeah, this Volume 1 Recorded Owls Batman book from New 52, I enjoyed it. I'm the type of person that give me a couple of months, I'll read my books over and over again. I know other people are kind of just one and done with their stuff, and that's cool, but that's not me. That might be, not the thing to do or whatever, I don't know. But, yeah, I definitely, over the past decade or so, have come to love Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo. Greg's designs of Bruce and how he looks is probably my favorite way that Bruce has been drawn over the years. And Scott Snyder's writing, in my opinion, is top notch. I just really enjoyed this book. I also really enjoyed the storyline and would like to see more of it in the future if DC will allow that to happen. Hopefully they will. I think it would be interesting to see Bruce and Dick in the 1966 universe. I would like to see how they would handle the Court of Owls. I think that would be pretty interesting. I would certainly read that, purchase it. But anyway, yeah, this was my review this of this story. There's still more to come. It's so funny because I've had this account for a while, and I really didn't start posting anything on it until around now. With what was going on with TikTok earlier this year, I was making the decision to move over here to YouTube and try and be more consistent with posting on here, because mostly what I've been doing on here is just, watching videos, listening to music. So, keeping up steady content on here is going to be interesting. It's going to be fun to try and accomplish. So, hopefully I'll see you guys around. Make sure to do all the things. Like and subscribe. Comment. Maybe in the comments you could tell me what your favorite Batman storyline is. It could be from any era. It could be any author. It doesn't really matter. Just like to hear from you all and pick your brains and see where you're at. So I will talk to you later, and I'll see you right here. Same bat time, same bat channel. Bye.